a £10 accumulator on Brexit, Leicester City, and Trump becoming US president would have made you 24 million quid. It was a great year. And I've got to tell you, that feeling at 4 o'clock in the morning, knowing that Brexit had happened after 25 years of my life campaigning, it doesn't get much better than that. I went on from there to visit the USA 7 times. I went across and supported Trump in his campaign. That was a big win. And just before Christmas, the Italians rejected Renzi in the referendum, and I think they're headed on their way out of the Euro. So 2016, a phenomenal, fantastic year. Don't listen to Bob Geldof and all these terrible whingers and moaners. It's going to be great. It's going to be huge, as they say in New York at the moment. But what of next year? What does 2017 bring? Well, for us, finally, Article 50 will get declared. My goodness me, I wish it had been done months ago. If that was the case, we wouldn't now be waiting for the Supreme Court to tell us whether Parliament can have a vote, whether the House of Lords, as well as the Commons, should have a say. But I'm afraid our Prime Minister has appeared to be somewhat indecisive. So she will trigger Article 50. We'll begin a process where I've no doubt that the Europeans will start treating us pretty badly and start threatening us. What do? Keep ringing in to all the chat shows. Keep the pressure on your local MP. Keep writing to the newspapers. And when it comes to elections, any form of election, well, you must only vote for candidates that genuinely want Britain to leave the European Union. And when people tell you, oh, well, of course, UKIP's work is done, no, it's not by a long chalk. UKIP, without us, there wouldn't have been a referendum. Without us, we couldn't have won the referendum. And without us, if we packed up our bags and went home, well, I'm afraid they would sell us out. So remember that UKIP goes on being an absolutely vital component of making sure, to quote the Prime Minister, that Brexit means Brexit. And for the rest of Europe, what is 2017 going to bring? Well, we've got elections coming up in the Netherlands, in France, in Germany, and believe you me, you'd be a fool to say that Marine Le Pen cannot win the French presidential election. Right now, I'd put her in the low 40%, but all it needs are more appalling incidents, such as that we saw in Berlin, or perhaps more Italian banks going bust, and I think anything, frankly anything, can happen. For me, well, I'm not leading UKIP anymore, which is a great relief to me in many ways, but I'm going to be doing radio, I'm going to be writing, I'm going to be speaking, I'm going to be campaigning, doing my bit. For January, what it means for me is I'm going to go to Washington for the inauguration. I'm going to watch Trump swear in. I'm looking forward to it hugely. It's going to be a massive event. I think he's going to be a very good president. I think he's surprised many of the naysayers. For the rest of you, I want to say this. Don't make any New Year's resolutions that you can't keep. Enjoy New Year's Eve. Have fun. Live life as if it were thy last day. Celebrate our successes in 2016 and look forward to the revolution rolling into 2017. Happy.
You didn't frankly have the balls to put country before party.